Hi, and welcome to the final lesson in our Follow Me series. My name is Pastor Chris Ong, and I'm an executive pastor here at Full Gospel Assembly, Melbourne. I'm so thrilled that you're here for Cell Group and that you've made it through the series. If you're here for the first time, welcome. We're still going through the series even though it's the final one in the Cell Group. But in our church, across all of our ministries and in our Sunday services, we will be doing Follow Me all the way through till Easter. I hope you've been following with us as we have gone through the book of Mark, and that you're reading through Mark itself. It's a great account of the life and ministry of Jesus Christ. In the first session, we looked at who Jesus was and his identity. In fact, we discovered that he was not what most people expected. And he did the first follow me. He said to his disciples, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men." To follow Jesus, it meant that you were following Jesus' mission. And Jesus came to reach those who are lost, those that you would not expect, people who you would not ordinarily see at church. And those are the people that Jesus set his disciples to go and search out. Then in the second session, we looked at what real discipleship is. To be a disciple, you have to have a master. In fact, we looked at the fact that almost everyone has a master of some kind anyway. We looked at the story in my video introduction at your last cell. We looked at the story of the Garden of Eden and how God had put in one tree that could not be touched. Why was that? One of the reasons for that was just to show that we aren't the master of the whole universe, that God himself is that master. And in all aspects of life, ultimately, we follow something, someone. In this final session, we're going to look at, I think, the thing that has the most potential to make real life change happen in your life. We're going to look at the aspect of follow me as an action. If you're following someone, you're taking action. You can't say, hey, come follow me, and then that person nods his head and stays exactly in the same place. Follow me implies that you're getting up on your feet and you're going somewhere. If you're gonna follow Jesus, you're gonna have to take some course of action. It's gonna have to go beyond just the verbal acknowledgement. It's gonna have to go beyond the mental, cognitive realization of what you have to do. It has to go beyond your heart feeling like, oh, I really want to follow Jesus. At some point, it has to involve actual following, actual taking of steps towards Jesus. So the last few weeks have been a little bit serious. I thought we would do something a little bit fun for this week. I've got a clip that's been prepared by another church that has been really good at helping us do this. And this clip is a little bit humorous, but it's going to look at the whole aspect of the thing that stops us from taking action. What stops you from following? What stops you from taking action? Then after that clip, we're going to release it to the cell group leader, the facilitator, to continue on with that series. And I hope then that you will get right into the discussion as we look at the obstacles to following Jesus. Let's remember that Jesus, at the end of the day, made it all the way to the cross. The second follow me, which we looked at last week, was take up your cross, deny yourself, and follow me. And Jesus would not have been the same if he did not actually take up his own cross and did not actually make it to the cross. Jesus was a person who took his actions all the way to the end, and he expects us to do the same. That is the call of discipleship. That is the call of following me. So why don't you cast your eyes on this funny clip that we have, and then let's kick off this cell group. God bless.
I got a big butt. It's gigantic, if I'm going to be blunt about it. And you know what? The funny thing is, I got several big butts. And before you discard me or wince at the disgusting notion of that, I'm going to go out on a limb here and suggest that possibly you have at least one big butt as well. Yeah, you like that? Hurts a little, huh? Let me tell you something. let me just tell you something, okay? Everybody we know has a big butt. And more often than not, it's the thing that actually gets in the way of us living a consistent life for Jesus. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to expound a little bit, okay? See if you can recognize some of these butts. But I have to work more. But my favorite TV show is on. But my kids have practice. But I got to tweet something. But it's such a beautiful day. But I'm just not in the mood. But I deserve a break today. You see, everything kind of interferes with my life of just living an authentic life for God, okay? And more often than not, it always has something to do with some sort of butt, okay? Even the littlest of butt can distract me. It really can. The littlest butt can make me think, well, I'm not going to pray today. I'm not going to think about it today. I'm not going to deny myself. I'm not going to read the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Whatever God asked me to do, I seem to have a butt for it and get away, okay? And the most horrendously big butt of all time is the butt that gets in the way of me just hanging out with God and reading His Word. It's true. Think about it. All the times you're about to open that, and all of a sudden a big giant butt gets in the way. A butt, much like one of these. But I got a farm bill, but I'm tired, but the game's over, but I read last Tuesday, but I gotta check Facebook, but I don't like Leviticus, but it's too hot in here, but I just don't like books, but I don't understand it, but it's boring. But what does that have to do with me in the 21st century? Those are some ugly butts, people. Let's just call them what they are, ugly. Ugly butts. Okay? And there's a lot more to them, sad but true. Here's a list, although not exhaustive, of some of the most popular butts known to mankind. But I don't have enough money yet. But others will think that I'm a nerd if I carry the Bible. But they won't like me if I talk about Jesus. But I don't know if God will do what I ask. But I just can't get motivated. But I'm afraid. But I don't have all the answers. But the small group is the same night as Monday Night Football. But can't I just let my life speak for itself? But I'm not happy. But that's not my gift. That's the pastor job. But I don't know how to pray. But I can't believe that. But I don't know where to start. But everybody else is having fun. Butts abound, friend. Butt. Here a butt, there a butt, everywhere a butt. Okay? And the most overused butt of all time, but I just don't have enough time. Really? Oh, come on. We have a lot of butts. God has given us a real simple word. Okay? If we learn it and we share it and we teach it and we live by it, then see, God gets glorified, people benefit, and then we get blessed. That's why we do what we do. That's the why behind the butt. Okay? And ultimately, that's the whole point I'm trying to make here, my fellow butt lovers, is if your butt is bigger than your why, then your butt's too big. Okay, it's time to, metaphorically speaking, snap into a Slim Jim. Okay, let's slap on some spiritual shape-ups and hit the road a little bit so we can just manage the butts a little bit. That's all we're trying to do. That's what we're talking about. Let's minimize the excuses. Let's shrink the butts. Shrink the butts. Say it with me. Shrink the butts. That's what we need to do. And you and I can do that together. We can conquer this. You and I can do it if we start today, okay? I know we can. Let's just do it. No ifs, ands, or